Hey everyone, so this is my latest build, the 10x10 Fisher Cube, which as far as I know is now the world record. And as with all my other puzzles, it was built with only ABS plastic sheeting and epoxy sculpt. There was no 3D printing at all, and also no spray painting. And I should mention that this is not for sale, and I'll never be selling any Fisher type puzzles, but most of my other puzzles are for sale, and you can find those in the links in the description there. So for the turning of this puzzle, it's actually extremely smooth. It's one of the smoothest puzzles I've ever made by far. I'll just kind of show you all the layers here. It's also one of the biggest. It's pretty hard to grab these middle layers properly. This thing just wants to move. And then I'll show you some of the other ones. So for the actual size of this thing, each edge is about 4 3/4 inches. It's actually hard to fit this in the frame there. And it's pretty close to being perfectly cubic. Of course, doing these by hand, there's always some small discrepancy between some of the measurements, but I think I got very close with this. And for some other size comparisons, this is going to be hard to fit in the frame at all, but here it is compared with the 11x11 mirror blocks. It's a little bit smaller than that. And here it is next to my 9x9 dimetric hexahedron, which absolutely does not fit in the frame at all. So go ahead and check out the video on this if you haven't seen that. It makes some pretty ridiculous patterns. But yeah, you get the idea. So to demonstrate the full functionality of this, I'll do a type of checkerboard pattern here. The movement is just amazingly good on this. You really kind of have to table it though because it's so big. Especially that middle slice, right down the middle, that's probably one of the smoothest layers. So then you get this, and then you complete the checkerboard on the other sides. So there's your standard even layer checkerboard, which I think looks really cool. And I'll zoom up here, you can see some of the pieces better. So all these stickers here were made on my vinyl cutter. So you can see how all the corners of the stickers have been perfectly rounded over by the vinyl cutter, which makes everything look really uniform. And one of the reasons that this puzzle was so hard to build is that I actually extended up every single side before I started fissuring it at the 45-degree angle. And mainly that was to make all of these lines stay perfectly vertical so that you don't get any Olsing effect on this at all, which you would normally do if you made a high-order Fisher Cube like this. You would cut really deep into the mechanism and you would see all these weird shapes here. But I definitely think this looks a little bit cleaner, just having these sides with only 90-degree angles on them. And technically, I guess I could have not extended the top and bottom faces and then just extended these out and fissured them and extended. But that would mean that you would end up with a puzzle that wasn't quite cubic. It would be much shorter in this direction than this direction. So I didn't really want to cut that corner, so I actually went through the proper way and extended every side before fissuring so that it actually remains a cube at the end. And I also like that the corner pieces are fairly substantial. You don't have really tiny stickers, so they're not going to easily peel up or anything like that. And I think it makes for a nice look. So I'll keep this video fairly short, but in a follow-up video very soon I'll do a full scramble of this thing, as well as an entire documented walkthrough solve, which will probably be quite a few videos long, because I have no idea how long that's going to take me, but probably many hours. So, but I am planning on documenting that probably this week, so definitely keep an eye out for that. So if you're interested in purchasing any handmade puzzles from me, you can contact me through the links in the description there. And definitely keep an eye out for the scramble of this thing. And thanks for watching.